Hi, everybody. How are you? It is Aisha B, the Money Moves Mentor, and I am back just to basically check on everybody's well being. Um, I'm kind of concerned because I see a lot of things. We've already seen the tissue pandemic or whatever, tissue hoarding pandemic, and that's calmed down. Thank goodness for that. But mainly, I wanted to talk about how everyone is doing mentally. You know, how are you going on your day to day in terms of your health, your mental health, for one? Because a lot of people right now, we're seeing different stories pop up about, people committing suicide and doing all types of other things. I don't know if they're, you know, um, from a mental standpoint, that's what it seems like. There was some mental issues going on with a certain individual back home in Chicago, and that was very sad. That was detrimental because he was pretty much hurt himself, and due to whatever reason, like I said, I don't know if it was mental. I don't know if it was any type of drug inducing or whatever. So my heart, my condolences goes out to that person as well as his family, because they're left with the aftermath of what transpired. But not only does my heart go out to that young man, my heart goes out to anybody else who's out here feeling some type of way. Sometimes people don't know how to open up and talk to people. And when I see somebody going through something, if they're in close proximity or whatever, even the average stranger, that may not be something everybody's comfortable doing in terms of depending on where you stay, where you live, what city. Currently I live somewhere where it's still safe for the most part to talk to strangers, but I'm a city girl by heart. So, I watch my surroundings wherever I go. Um, I have something that my little brother and I joke about called the Frazee Syndrome. But for the most part, I feel like during these times, it can be very heavy for some people, for a lot of people out there. And the last thing I want to see is somebody hurting themselves because maybe they didn't have somebody out there to talk to, or somebody to just get them back on the right track mentally. Sometimes people just need love, and no telling what type of lives they've endured, or the things that had to experience. And sometimes those things become created from childhood on up. So whatever the situation may be, I just, if you have a friend, family member, it doesn't matter. Somebody who deep down inside you should be reaching out to. At least check on them once or twice a week, or sometimes a little more than that, just to say hello. You probably stopped somebody from doing something very bad to themselves. So for me, as for how I go on my day to day, I've been just basically trying to take care of my overall health. I want to say that your mental and physical health and spiritual health are very important, very important. Um, Unfortunately, this is the only time a lot of us get to spend time with our families, and a lot of people might be frustrated, right now with their children if they have more than one child. Some people can't really handle one child, let alone more. So, if you have a family member who may need a helping hand, even if you just something. Share some coloring books, share some activities that you found that you know will be beneficial and to their parents mental health, and also something stimulating for that child or children. For the most part, guys, I think it's important to take this time and take the good out of this time. It's not all bad, like pretty much how the media portrays it to be, in terms of, you know, us getting through this. Because if you watch television 24/7, the only thing you're going to get out of that is more invoked fear. And when you become fearful of everything, of all of your surroundings, and trap yourselves in the house, you know you need vitamin D. You need that. Everybody needs, even if it's just a dosage, a little at a time. We need, as melanated people, we need at least an hour's plus time spent in the sun. Okay, because it takes longer for the sun to penetrate our skin because of the melanin. But we definitely need vitamin D. You can't get vitamin D just being cooped up in a house on a daily basis, binge watching television or binge eating. And that's another thing I want to point out, guys. Be careful of how we're eating while we're not moving, we're not active. Submerge yourself in something that's going to be conducive to good health. Good, I say good, your brain and your gut. Let's just say those are the two brains. You have two brains, more than one upstairs. You have your gut too. There's a direct link or connection to both. What's going on in the gut is going to affect the way that you think. So it's very, very important that you make sure you're incorporating. Get you guys some green leafy vegetables, or lettuce, or some green nutrient dense vegetables that help boost the immune system, if you will, including fruit. You know, I try to get up each morning, and the first thing I try to grab is water. You know, I want to basically keep myself hydrated throughout the day. Um, Once I get everything going for myself and get up and going, my next thing that I'm trying to find is some fruit. Okay, and I'll probably have that fruit along with some herbal tea with sea moss. And sea moss alone has a lot of beneficial qualities, a lot of different minerals and vitamins that the body needs help making. Sea moss is packed with those minerals, nutrients, vitamins, and it has a plethora of nutritional properties that our bodies need to continue to thrive, more so than anything your immune system. And then I've taken the liberty, guys, to get me some healing stones. I know a lot of people may sage, but I like to keep my body protected also, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. And I taken the liberty to invest in me some shungite stones. And I also have, let me see if I can show you guys. I also have my little chakra bracelets, and that's another shungite stone, parallel to it. But for the most part, guys, as I was stating about the fear situation, fear does nothing to you but harm you. And by the way, guys, I'm not driving. I'm just sitting in my car, just talking. I just came to talk today. Having fear does bad things to your organs, okay? One organ I know that is considered the emotion organ, that's your liver. And your liver, unbeknownst to many, including myself, up until recently, very recently, I did not know that the liver holds memory. Okay, so let's say you're going through something mentally, and then to top it off with all the news regarding what's going on right now, that's like just problems stacked up on each other, on top of each other. And the only thing you're doing is making matters worse for your internal ecosystem. So if you're constantly scared all the time by everything you see on the news, the best medicine to right now for you to do, turn off the television. Go find you some books of some sort. Me, I love to immerse myself in things that are conducive to me becoming financially free and awarding me some type of time freedom, so that I can move around like I want to, so that I want to do what I need to do now, so that I can do what I need to do later. Okay? Do what I want to do later, if that makes sense to you. So, some people are, I guess, claustrophobic or whatever. Okay, take that time to get out every morning, because it's not like you have anywhere else to go. I don't know if anybody can even be outside right now in Chicago. I don't know if they have like a 24-hour just stay in the house ordinance or whatever. But if you don't, can you at least go around the block a couple times, maybe 2 to 3 times, a brisk walk, just to catch that sunlight? And also, get up and move around, even in the house. Open the blinds or open the curtains and let that sunlight hit you, because you need it. You need it. That's vitamin D all day long. The real vitamin D. Also, I've just always been the type of person that I like to think for myself. That's why God's, given us brains, right? That's what you use it for. You don't allow somebody else to think for you and make decisions for you. Would you let me do that for you? If I just walked up to you and told you, this is what I want you to do, and this is how I want you to think from this moment on. So you have to take that into consideration too, guys. Television is not always telling the truth. They're going to always paint a derogatory picture, or a picture much worse than what the problem really is, just to keep you encapsulated in this certain type of mind frame that you can't do anything else for yourself. If that's not a sheep, a sleeping sheep, I don't know what to call it. Okay, but for the most part, guys, like I said, I wanted to come in and, check on everybody's well-being and see how, you're coping during this entire ordeal. And as I've stated before, guys, talk to your family and friends if you know they have mental issues, or somebody just suffering from depression, or you notice a change in somebody. They always have this melancholy expression on their faces, or if they're moving a certain type of way that you might want to be like, hey, you're okay, or just strike up some type of conversation with them, just to, get an idea of where they are mentally. I think that's most important today, right now, in today's times. And if you have to, check on somebody to see if they've even had a meal. Them or their children. Somebody might be going to bed hungry, and you just don't know it. They just wear it well. It does not help, guys, to lend a helping hand, especially where it matters most, because I think that alone can save a lot of lives. A lot of lives. Okay? So, with that being said, guys, continue to have an abundance, filled day. And as I stated, try to get you some protection stones, guys, because sometimes you have to go to Mother Earth, to get things that we need that are vital to, our the best health for ourselves. And once again, thank you guys for, taking the time to watch my video. I'm Aisha B, and I'll be cutting a new video soon, very soon. Hit the like button, the subscribe, and also the notification bell so that you will know firsthand when when a video is uploading from me. And take care. Bye.